I'm having a lot of problems with my memory and my battery, so I'm going to try to be faster about this. How I was going to say, I agree with the Mortarion because he saw the Emperor as a tyrant which enslaved him, because Mortarion was not an Earth Primer, he was a slave. In his own vision, he was a slave of the Emperor. He didn't was a son. The Emperor was not his father. Literal Mortarion have three fathers, and he hates all of them. He hates that overlord Nakea, no sé, I don't remember how he was called. He hates the Emperor, and he hates Papa Nurgle. He hates the granddaddy's Nurgle. He hates my grandfathers. Alright, but how I was saying, I'm going to continue this, but faster. So I'm going to talk you about Angron. Angron and Mortarion have a lot of things in common, if you ask me, because they were slaves and they were forced by the Emperor. I agree with Angron because he didn't accept the Emperor as a master. Angron was a slave in his homeworld, Nuceria. He was a gladiator. He was literally the original gladiator, which makes a revolution against the power. But that guy Angron didn't do nothing because when he was doing that rebellion, the Emperor came and kidnapped him. The Emperor forced him to be in his side. Literally, Angron didn't have another option. Angron saw how his brothers gladiators were killed while he was in the Conqueror, his spaceship. And he had a lot of problems with the Emperor and with his legion. His legions were literally his army, his soldiers, and that is a big problem because Angron was a bad father. Literally, his name said Angron, angry. He was always angry because literally he has the bachelor nails. The nails are a weird machine which makes you always being suffering and feeling just hate, rage, and all of this shit. And it only comes when you kill, when you are aggressive. Right, so Angron literally was kidnapped by the Emperor and saw how his brothers were killed. It is a big problem. Literally, Angron was going to rebel against the Emperor without the heresy, if the heresy didn't happen. Another primer, which one I am always agree, is Lorgar Aurelian the Urison. Lorgar Aurelian was the primer of the 17th Legion. The 17th Legion was the war bearers, first known as the Imperial Heralds. I don't remember if it is how they were called before Lorgar. But alright, Lorgar was raised in Colchis. Colchis was a desertic world with a fanatic obsession with their religion. Their religion was based on the Rhoynos powers, the chess gods. If you saw the first video, you will understand this. So don't have that problem. Saw the first video. I know that it is 12 minutes, but it is a good video, if you ask me. All right. How I was saying, Lorgar have a fanatic obsession with the religion because it is how he was raised. And when the Emperor came to Colchis, Lorgar saw him as God himself, because Lorgar, since the 8 years, he always dreamed with that moment with the Emperor. Literally, Lorgar was the word beater, el portador de la palabra, the word beater, because he was bearing the word of the new God, of a new era, the era of the Great Crusade, the era of the Imperium of Man. But the Emperor was literally the biggest atheist in the galaxy. Literally, he didn't believe in any god and he hated religion and all the gods. So the Emperor destroyed the favorite city of Lorgar after 100 years of Lorgar serving, of being a fanatic of the Emperor as a god. Literally, the Emperor took 100 years to destroy his city and call him, "Yo, Lorgar, you can do this. I am not God." But this became the six of the heresy, and I understand and I agree with Lorgar that he hated the Emperor because imagine that situation when you're God, it can be Allah, Jesus Christ, Yahweh, or how you want to call it, your own God came and destroyed what you dreamed, a city built for him worship, for his worship. It destroyed your soul and your body because Lorgar also was hurted, also in pride and body. Alright, but how I said, literally, your own God is destroying your own religion. So how you will feel if it happens to you? It is not just your father or just another man. It is literally your own God. If your own God is saying, no, your religion is not what I want. Come on, it is hard to to grasp. Lorgar literally take more than 100 years to understand it. And right, so after it, Lorgar went to the Eye of Terror, and he knew Terranos powers. He get all this information, and all of these things, and when he get that God who really wanted his worship, he was really happy. He was realized because it is what he always wanted, that his gods loved him. So I think that this is enough because I have agreed with a lot of primers. Alpharius Omegon, Jacobite Khan, Mortarion, Angron, and Lorgar. They are just 5 primers of the 19 primers that exist in Warhammer 40,000. But this is 3 videos, and this is at least 3 minutes. That I think that this is a long time to see just one video, one activity. So teacher, excuse me, this is the principal video because here is when I am agreement with the things, with the primers. I said things and it was an error because literally the Emperor saw the primers as tools. So there are things in a weird way to say it. Alright, goodbye.